Hi guys, in this week's video I'm going to ask random strangers random questions.
Custard cream.
I'm going to try and survive the hell that is shopping with my wife. I'm going to pop to a local brewery that's opened and interview the guys there.
It's the love of the beer, isn't it? There's no
Before going to my local pub and singing some carols with free mulled wine, mince pies and lots of drink. Let's get on with it, I can't wait guys, yeah! Hi everybody, ooh, get my bag. Guys, I'm going to be doing a review on this bag soon, it is incredible. Just off out now to go and get some Christmas stuff, Christmas tree bits and bobs. House is an absolute mess, Emily's not very happy. Car's running, we're late, everything's going to plan. You happy?
Yeah.
So we popped to a little local town that's got a great market on a Saturday to have a quick look around for some little bits and bobs for Christmas. Personally, I'd not bought anything yet, but I thought whilst Emily Bumhead dragged me around looking for stuff to buy, I'd take the camera along and get some nice shots and bits and bobs that were going on and generally have a look around this quaint British market town. Yeah, so we're in a little town called Saffron Walden at the moment, which is
freezing.
And it is really cold. I'm desperate for a Costa coffee, but you're not letting me have one. The gimbal handle is freezing. Really cold. Anything? You getting anywhere? So this is the way it goes when you're shopping. You find what you want and then you go somewhere else because it might be somewhere else.
What do you want then?
Well, I don't know. Regardless of the random shopping habits that Emily and it seems my mum also seems to have, the morning was going really well, although the shops were full of things that if you're wearing a bag on your back full of camera equipment, you're terrified that you're going to knock something off the shelf. It's also crazy the amount of tat that people sell, but also I'm suddenly like, oh, I can actually really do with that back scratcher. Give me one of these. Back scratcher. So who have we done now, Emily? Who have we done? Tell me. Who have we completed
My
today?
mum and your mum.
How many more people have we got to do?
I've just got to get socks.
That's it?
£2
Oh yeah, and we're going to a toy shop.
Even better, put that in somebody's dinner.
What is that? It's my present here. I want myself a little dog poo. And we're getting a cockroach as well. So yeah, I want a timer to make my days more productive. I want to set an hour time for myself where I work properly and don't get diverted by other websites on the internet. Which happens all the time and is like the biggest hindrance to progress when you're running a YouTube channel or anything like that. The thing is, as you get older, I don't know, I just can't really be bothered to buy Christmas presents anymore. Me and Emily haven't even thought about buying any for each other. What are we getting each other this year?
These garden flamingos.
Oh, great, garden flamingos. How beautiful are they? A quick walk up to the main market square and into yet another shop. I decided that I'd pass the time asking random people random questions. Yeah. So Jan, are you ready for Christmas?
I am.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh right, well that's good. You're not ready at all. Are you ready for Christmas, Emily?
No,
Never ready. And what's your name?
I'm ready as well. I'm Alison. Oh, I've got my name badge on, haven't I?
Oh, yeah, your name Alison. Are you ready for Christmas?
I am ready, yes. I finished my Christmas shopping yesterday.
You're all very well organised.
Yeah,
Bear in mind it's the 15th today, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm ready to just enjoy the
gluttony.
Yes.
Might if I ask you a question on camera? Is that okay?
Yeah, that's okay.
Are you ready for Christmas?
Yeah, we're ready for Christmas.
Alright, and this is a really important one now.
Yeah, go on then.
Bourbon cream or custard cream?
Well, thank you.
Neither. I'm gluten-free, I'm afraid.
Oh,
Can't win them all, can you?
No.
I'm allergic to wheat, so...
Not even a Fox's Crunch cream or a hobnob? Well, that's young man here. Do you mind if I ask you a question on camera? Is that okay?
I don't mind. You haven't hoped that.
Okay, are you ready for Christmas?
Yes, of course.
Good. What are you doing for New Year?
What are we doing for New Year? What are we doing for New Year? We're going to a party at the golf club.
Oh, excellent. What
Yeah.
handicaps you fail?
Far too many, 25.
So, are you guys ready for Christmas?
Yes.
Bourbon cream or custard cream?
Custard cream.
Red wine or white wine?
Red.
Red, well done. Did you say custard cream?
Yes.
Bourbon cream or custard cream?
Custard cream.
Despite the fact that the citizens of Saffron Walden kept saying custard cream and not my preferred bourbon cream, which is a much higher simpler and better biscuit, it was a lovely Saturday morning walking around the bustling high street and market of the town, of which I actually have a theory. So the best thing about Saffron Walden that I love the most is the market. Do you love the market?
I love the market.
And it is the reason that I've got this theory about the high street, the fact that they always say the high street's failing. Well, this little town here, probably, I don't know, it's probably about 30,000 people live here in Saffron Walden. Their high street is booming, and I think it is because it's nearly fully pedestrianised and they always have a market on it. They've got loads of little independent shops as well, little places that you can go around. You just don't get that in other high streets and that. So guys, pedestrianise your high street, get those little companies in, the smaller companies, and those little shops, and I think it'll thrive. There we go. Vote Jimmy. I guess what I'm trying to say is the high street thrives on one thing, and that's footfall. And footfall means people. And if people don't want to go somewhere, or the centre of the town just doesn't offer them anything like meeting up with their friends, having a cup of coffee, and just having a little look about some of the small boutique shops that might be there, then that high street is probably more likely going to fail. Or at least, that's what I think. This is literally my opinion, no one else's. Anyway, Saffron Walden is doing just fine. A lovely, picturesque, historical, little town with a lovely little market and a great community feel as well. I'll definitely be going back. So I'm currently in a small brewery that is about, I don't know, 10 miles from where I live. They're in an industrial unit out in the middle of nowhere, and this is the sort of thing that I love to support when I hear about this sort of thing happening, about a company like this starting up. And I think it's really important as well that people who, if you've got one of these open in your local area, don't just sit on your bums and not go. Check them out and support them. I've sort of just turned up randomly because I won a competition on here yesterday from my Instagram account, and now I'm here basically picking up my prize, but also I'm sitting here and just having a quick few beers as well. Guys, I had no intention of making this little film. I was just passing through, decided I'd pop in for a quick beer, and thought I really couldn't pass up the opportunity of making a little film for this great brewery. It's a very avant-garde little place that we're at the moment. They've got pianos for the bar, which I really like. They've got about 4 or 5 really, really good, well-kept beers, but also they brew the beer here, as you can see behind me, in-house, which I think is absolutely wicked. Anyway, we're going to sit down for a second and have a quick chat with Paulo, who is the guy who is the brewer here, and I think he might well be the mastermind as to why they've set this place up.
Why do you always do that? People in my face.
What?
Do you want to switch off the heat or not?
No, that's okay, you're alright. Right, Paulo, just say hi everyone.
How's it going?
Right, so this here, guys, is Paulo, who owns... do you own the brewery?
Yes.
You do? And you run it all and everything?
Yeah, some part of it. It's owned by myself and 2 other guys. We took over the unit in April, started brewing in September. As you can probably appreciate, there's a lot of setting up that needs to go on to build a brewery, basically. So it takes a while. I wasn't actually thinking of starting my own brewery. I'm a commercial brewer by trade, and but the circumstances just kind of converged into it, and I thought, hey, what the hell, let's do it.
Get on and do it.
Well, it's the love of the beer, isn't it? There's no novel. There's no novel cause. It's just I love beer so much. I started brewing at home in Brazil, where I'm originally from. And
you're not Dutch then, like I thought.
No, half Brazilian, half Scottish. So yeah. I think the biggest challenge was to get it off the ground. Couple of instances we thought it wasn't going to happen, but yeah, here we are. So
and it is absolutely brilliant.
Thanks, man. Thanks. No, there's a lot of blood, sweat, tears, broken teeth going into this. Just establish ourselves as a brewery, have a good range of beers, and get the local scene to know who we are. And
are you thinking you're going to get like local pubs, or would you see your beers being served on draft in, say, Witherspoons one day, or in that sort of like national sort of capacity?
I think it's difficult to say at this stage, but yeah, definitely local pubs. We are already in some pubs.
Is there anything you could say to people around the country when they have a small brewery open nearby? Is there anything you could say to the local people who live near a business like yours? What could they do to support you?
Yeah, but the basic thing is support the microbreweries. Whenever I go somewhere different in this country or in Europe or in my home city in Brazil, I want to drink what is produced locally. I don't want to go to London and drink something that is produced in Scotland. And this is where the diversity in brewing comes in. So yeah, support your local brewery. If they have a tap room, come over to the tap room and have a few beers, get to know your brewers, and
just get in there.
Basically it. It's no
Use it or
rocket
lose
science.
it. That's what they say, isn't it? Use it or lose
Yeah,
it.
there is that. Yeah.
2 easy questions now. What's your favourite beer?
Right now
Is it that one?
No, this is the saison. This has been a favorite style of mine for a long time, but at this particular moment, the Scottish 60 is probably what I'm drinking more
Scottish
frequently.
60. Go on then, the Scottish 60, 3.5%. What does it taste like?
Yeah, so it's a malty beer, the lightest of the Scottish ales, slightly smoky, very simple, very uncomplicated, very drinkable.
Excellent. And lastly, bourbon cream or custard cream biscuit?
I would go with custard cream actually.
Wrong answer. Thanks man, anyway.
Alright, cool.
Cheers.
Mate.
Another great thing about this lovely brewery is that they also can the fantastic beers that they make, and I was definitely going to take some home for a few more that evening. So there you go guys, I hope you sort of realise it's a bit of a weird thing for me to go and do and randomly turn up at people's businesses and then interview them about it. But at the same time I hope that maybe you think, oh, that's actually quite a good idea. So if you want me to do more things like this where I go to companies and interview them, then let me know, okay? But privileged to come here, I'm so pleased that this place is near my house. I'll be using it, because if I don't, guess what? I'll lose this facility. So Bumhead, Woody Guts and I, and also our mates Paulo and Dave with the 2 worst behaved children in the whole world. I actually featured their wedding in one of my Times with James videos, and I'll leave a link to that on the end panels at the end of this video. Pop down to our local pub for the annual carols, free mince pies and free mulled wine. The latter 2, definitely not the reason I went. Honestly. So I'm in my delinquent village local pub at the moment with Dave.
Hi, me again.
David got married.
Remember me?
If you were going to talk to a load of people on the internet and give them one message about marriage, what would it be?
Do it, it's wonderful, it's a great idea. And you'll be happy for the rest of your life. Never been happier. Couldn't be happier.
Married now, aren't you? 2 months of beautiful union. Paula's going to hate me for putting that in the video, but anyway, the pub was absolutely packed to the gunnels. Each person had their hymn sheet, 2 pints of ale, 2 glasses of mulled wine and 2 mince pies ready, and then ready to go, we got down to some carol singing.
Are there any more of these at all? Oh, no.
It's a unique once-a-year thing to sit down in your local pub and sing loads and loads of carols. One thing I love about it, and between you and me guys, I'm like an atheist I guess, but I love to meet people in my local community that I don't usually see. And if you could mix seeing people in your local community that you don't usually see, along with drinking lots of ale, free mulled wine and mince pies, then you're probably going to find me there. Just so you know, the lady standing over there in the middle with the big glass of mulled wine that's probably got brandy in it, topped up with vodka, random other drugs, maybe some Xanax, is Emily's mum. Yep. Thanks for watching this week's Times with James video, guys. It's been a bit of a random one. I was going to release the Schönhausen video that was the second part of our Berlin trip last week, but that will be going out next because I want to send it over to the actual museum to make sure that all the facts that I've put in there are correct. So that's all for this week, guys. Please do comment below. I read and reply to all your comments. Please hit that like button, and if you haven't done already, please subscribe and tell your mates to subscribe as well. See you in the next video, all the way over from Berlin and the Stasi prison. See you then.
Get this, I'm singing.
Welcome to my village.
Welcome to